What's up, guys? Welcome back to another stream. Enigmatica 6, Minecraft 1.16.4, latest version Minecraft. We have a mod pack. This is still amazing to me. How you guys doing today? I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. So, folks, we got some stuff to talk about, okay? You're going to notice that this isn't Noob House anymore, right? I had a little bit of an upgrade, okay? And what's really sad about this is that it's only partway finished, and that's because I may have found a different location that I want to base at. Haven't figured that part out yet, so bear with me. Everything's just going to look weird for a few episodes till I figure out what it is exactly I want to do as far as a base is concerned. But I have been a busy bee. I've been doing a lot of things. Let's take a look over here at the old Richety's chest. You know, that's all the metals I've smelted down. And we'll look over here. This is some of the stuff that I found. You know, that's some of the stuff I've mined as well. So, first thing I want to address for anybody out there who was wondering, the one mod that I was really excited about, Ars Nouveau, is exactly as good as I wanted it to be. I'm so happy that I get to play with this mod. It is fantastic, it's hilariously broken, and it's so good, and I love it. And here's the thing. So, previously, in Ars Magica, old mod, for anybody who is familiar with it, you might remember that you had to, like, level up your magic. Like, that was something, and I mean, like, unfortunately in that mod, it was a painfully slow process. It took forever to level stuff up. Let me also just turn some of this down a little bit. Okay. Painfully slow process to get Ars Magica stuff leveled up. But it's not the case anymore, and I'm going to let you see why. So first things first. There is a very excellent guidebook for it that kind of teaches you everything you need to know. This Worn Notebook, this was the thing that we kind of got to last time, but I didn't get the chance to show off. So it's got chapters and stuff just like many of these guidebooks that you'll see in modded Minecraft have. But it's very clear, it's very straightforward, and also it's very easy to tell what things get you more magical capability. So first off, you'll notice here this armor I'm wearing. This, I killed a really powerful skeleton, Carlton. He killed me like 3 times. But I got him eventually, and I got his netherite armor. And then same thing with Ertoast. Between these two pieces of armor, I probably died like 10 times each. But anyways, I was just getting started and didn't know what I was getting into. Hey, but the other 2 slots, this apprentice hood and this apprentice leggings, along with, there's a novice variant as well, novice leggings, novice hood. These give you more magical ability in the mod. It lets you keep your magic going strong, lets you regenerate magic faster, and also just have more magic. So you can see down there, well, maybe you can't because, of course, I'm blocking it with my body here. Let me just very quickly swiggity swooty and then pull myself over here. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Yeah, you can see down there in the corner, which, do I have 2 bars for anybody else, or is that just me? On stream, I think I'm showing 2 bars, which is really strange. Because obviously I shouldn't be. Everything should just be, like, one of those. Is it just, like, repeating a portion of my video on the stream? That is weird. Or is that just me? Because to me it looks like there's 2 of each of the thing. No, okay, I don't think it is. I don't think it actually is. Okay. That's just a weird glitch that I'm getting on my end. But I do need to put my entire self in frame, I think. Face cam. Lifts me up ever so slightly. There we go. So I think that'll have it. No, that's still only showing part of me. Okay, so like right there maybe? I'm not sure exactly where the bottom should be. Okay, so probably there. Anyways, hi. Hello, welcome back to me fiddling around with my stream until I figure stuff out. Get some sleep. Get this night gone. Yeah, so you can see over there in the corner, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full bars of magical capability. If I pull this armor off, you can see that drop down to a little over 5. Not a lot over 5, but a little bit over 5. And then if I put this back on, of course, it'll shoot back up to 6 and then regenerate promptly. The main thing that you do to gain magical capability is read this book. But, aside from all that, the way that you gain the ability to make spells is you have to find runes, which are all detailed here in the book. It tells you everything that you need to do. You need to make one of these mana condensers, which if I do that, that'll show me the recipe straight away. 3 iron, 5 more iron, and a chest to do a hopper, and then 3 of the arcane stone. Arcane stone is this with the mana gems that we found or make ourselves. You'll need a mana jar to store that, which of course, that's the recipe for that. More of that arcane stone, and then some glass, and then you'll need this, a glyph press. So a glyph press, made with a piston, stone, block of iron, and also the arcane stone. This is how you get all of the ability with this mod that you will need to get if you end up playing this pack yourself. For tier 1 runes, you need magic clay. For tier 2 runes, you need marvelous clay. And for tier 3 runes, you need mythical clay. Which you can see the recipe gets kind of steep, 2 diamonds per, but I mean, like, that's this late game stuff. When you have it, and you don't have to worry about it till then, because you have plenty of capability, even if you're only capable of producing first tier runes or second tier runes. So if we take a look in here, go back a couple of pages so that I can get back to where I was. These are all of the different runes that are available at tier 1. You can do this with a novice spellbook. This is the stuff that you can do right from the beginning of game as soon as you are able to produce these items. You take one of those clays, put it in your glyph press, and then put whatever item is associated with whatever rune you want to do. So if I look at, for instance, aquatic, magic clay, a raw cod. That's not any fish. I had to get a cod. I actually had to go and get a cod and put it in there, which wouldn't be a problem in vanilla Minecraft. Cod are very common, but in modded Minecraft, when there is a mod called Aquaculture 2 that puts in like 60 more fish, it gets a little bit more difficult to find a cod. So I had to fish for a little bit to grab that. Delay, it's a redstone repeater. And I mean, like, that's the other thing about it that I love. I love about this mod is that the stuff in it just kind of makes sense, a delay, you need a repeater. Dispel. What do you think? What do you think if you think about vanilla Minecraft? You're thinking, this is an item that gets rid of effects. It's a bucket of milk. Of course it is. That's what you use in normal vanilla Minecraft to clear statuses off yourself. And the Dispel room basically works just like a bucket of milk. And it's the same thing with all these. So freeze, I thought it would be ice. Don't get me wrong, and it's actually snow, which is nice because I could get snow already and I couldn't get ice. Harm, harvest, I mean, there's all kinds of good things here. But let me show you the spells that I developed because I think they're really cool and they work out quite nicely. So first off, I have Break Touch. This is the one that I kind of started with. Basically, you just walk up to something and you're like, hey, I'm gonna wreck it. You press that and it breaks it. It does exactly what it says on the tin, you just break whatever block you're looking at. And you do it with a touch. Now it does it at the iron level, so anything that a iron pickaxe, axe, or shovel could harvest, it will be able to harvest, because that is actually needed to even make the book in the first place. If we take a look at the recipe for the book, it is a book in all iron tools. So anything that happens at the iron level unless you change that, because you can modify the way that the spells work. So, I've also made, let's see, Damagio, which, if I actually show you, this is what Break Touch is for me. It's just touch and then break. That's all it is. There's no more complicated thing. I know that this book looks confusing, but it's really not. The first slot is how you want the spell to affect, its form. So projectile, touch, self, and rune are the ones that I have available. Runes like putting a little rune on the ground that sets a trap. Then you have whatever the effect is that you want to do. So in this instance, break, but it could be, you know, harm, light, harvest, any of these things, which we'll get into. And then after that, you augment whatever that thing is. And if you want to add a second one of these, you have to put augments between them if you want them to augment the first thing, which I'll show you an example of here in a second, because I have a spell like that. But yeah, this is what Break Touch is for me. Eventually, I want to put Silk Touch right here. And then have just it break things as a Silk Touch thing for me forever, and I'll be perfectly fine with that. Damaggio on the instance, it's projectile harm, and then 3 amplifies, because that is a fair amount of mana for me to be able to damage things. If I go ahead and cast it, you can see it takes a little over 1 full bar, so I can cast it 6 times in a row, and it does, I want to say, about 14 damage. So it's like 7-ish, 7.5 hearts of damage. No, because it does more than that. I mean, I think it actually does 14. Like, do zombies have 20 hearts, or do they have 10 hearts and 20 health? No, I have a way to vein mine trees too, and I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, I can't remember which one it is, if zombies have 20 health or if they have 10 hearts. Well, anyways, it mostly kills a zombie, which has 2 points of armor. It all the way kills a skeleton, and it all the way kills a spider, because they have slightly less health and no armor. But yeah, so that's what it does for me. If we take a look, we've got, on 3, I got Flickambicus. This is just Touch Ignite. It's basically like an endless Flint and Steel. You know, I set a fire. No problem. I have Flint and Steel via magic forever. And of course I named it Flickambicus. I know that you're sitting there like, oh my god, I can't believe he did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Anyways, moving right along, we got Mage Scythe. So this is how I take care of trees. I saw that you asked about that cruiser. Absolutely. So like if we have this lonely little Achacha tree, right? If I hit it with this spell, boom. It knocks off everything that was connected. Since Achacha are at an angle, it kind of doesn't catch everything, but boom, a second one totally does. And then I can just vacuum all the stuff up because I have the magnet trinket on still, which I have gotten a couple more of those. I'm not getting them as rapidly anymore, I'm guessing because I'm hitting the limit on what would be given like just totally for free. But I am still getting some of them. And then I'm going to put these over, no, not in that one, in this one. This is for mass mined crops. Oh, also I have some wheat. I need to put that up too. Oh! A volunteer. So yeah, see, he was kind of damaged already from the sunlight, so the one Damaggio killed him. We'll wait on that. We'll wait on that. I've been AFKing a little bit, so like a lot of the farms are full. And then if we take a look at the Break Obsidian, this is, again, it's just Break, but it has an Amplify on it twice, so that way it's able to break Obsidian. And this one is obviously more mana intensive because it's Break with a couple of extra things on it, so like if I hit this, you can see, yeah, that takes up like almost a full bar, which it took up a lot more when I originally crafted it. It's just I'm getting better at being a mage, and so it's taking up less, but you can see conversely, like Break Touch doesn't hardly take anything. That's barely any mana at all that it takes for me to do that, so we'll put those back so they can regrow. Then we've got, let's see, Force Jump. Man, this is this is one of my favorite things. Okay, so if I look at the crafting mode for it, because this is the example that I have of how you can properly modify spells if you want to do it to different effects. So I have Self, because I want it to target me, Leap, which basically pushes either whatever your target is. So if you did it on a projectile, it would target whatever thing you hit. Touch, same thing. Rune, same thing. I have it targeting Self, so that it just hits me immediately. And then I have a Leap with an Amplify on it. So that way the Leap is stronger. It sends you further than it would if you did not have that Amplify on there. And then I modified it further by putting in a Slow Fall. And then basically this is just a Self-Yeet that sends you really far. If I look straight up, boom, that's how high it sends me. And then, you know, I just slow fall down. But also it can be used to traverse the distance. If I do this to go up above the trees, I can just keep casting it, and then kind of glide wherever it is that I want to go. And then also, if I get tired of the that slow fall, I can just dispel magic, because that you know, like I said, acts as a bucket of milk. So anything negative or positive that would be on me, boom, it's gone now, because I've just dispelled the magic that's on me. I have done the counter spell. And then I've got Phantom Blocks. This basically just gives me something to place a block against. So like, for instance, right here, I'm doing a diagonal. So normally if you're doing a diagonal in Minecraft, you either have to have a flat surface to work off of, or you have to place a block and then place the block where you want it to be. So with this, I don't. I just do that. Boom, I've got a Phantom Block, and then I can place whatever I want against it. Boom, next diagonal in place, no problem. And then it breaks super easy. You can break it with any tool or your bare hand or whatever. Or I think it fades over time, but I've never left one up long enough to figure that out for sure. I gotta sleep. Let's get in the bed. Oh, I fell off the bed, but I'm still sleeping. I know, I love it too. Especially if you're going to be doing projects like this on a diagonal, it's very, very handy. But also, another thing that you could do for it, if I come in here and, for instance, I modify it, because I can do that, and I'm like, oh, well, instead of projectile, I want it to be touch, right? So I'm going to take that off, I'm going to put touch on. You could, if you really wanted to... Oh, no, hold on. That put me back in crafting mode. Let me get back to the spell. Got no blocks on me, got no worries in the world. I can just keep on going wherever it is I need to go. And I think that there's an effect later on where you could place these, like, oh, see, they do fade out over time. Where you can place, like, have multiple spell effects go off at all the same time. So, like, for instance, there might be a way that I could target this block and then have it just go out in front of me and build me an instant bridge. Which is interesting. There's a lot of different... That's the thing that I love about this, is that there's so many different ways that you could apply this stuff. Dispel Magic I already showed you, and then Mage Light is a ranged light source. It's boom, I spam a torch, and then this thing comes into the world, and it sheds light as a torch in whatever location it hits. And I can do it from any distance away from me, as long as that burst doesn't go away. So I shoot it all the way over there, boom, now there is a light on that tree. So this is amazingly useful for caving, obviously, because I don't have to carry torches with me, and also I can just keep on going, because magic regenerates over time. The light does stay. You can see I've got 3 or 4 or 5 of them appear. It doesn't ever go away. Like, this just, it stays there forever, which is amazing. I love it. And I have been going around and lighting up the caves that are around this area, and I have not noticed an increase or a decrease to my FPS or lag. So I don't think that these are any more harmful to you than torches would be in terms of their existence. Like, I think that that's about the same cap that they take up, so you don't have to worry about that either, which I think is phenomenal. But yeah, so let's take a look at what other runes are just available. We'll go here to this blank spell that I was kind of messing with to figure stuff out, right? We got Break, Harm, Light, Harvest, which is what I use to tear down the trees. That's Mage Scythe. Leap, Smelt, Knockback, Item Pickup, Ignite, Haste, Launch, Aquatic, Strength, Snare, Slow Fall, Redstone Signal. You can power things like by throwing a spell at them, and it'll temporarily shoot a small redstone signal at it. Pull, Place Block, Phantom. Phantom is actually what I use to make those little things. It's not Place Block like you would think it would be. Interact, like you can... This is a cool one, right? So Projectile, Interact. Let's just create that spell real quick. And then, bam. Oh no, that didn't do what I expected it to do. There we go. I just wasn't in the right amount of range. So yeah, I just opened that chest from over here, is what just happened there. Because I'm interacting with it from a distance. So I can do it over here, or maybe to this furnace. You know, any way that you would interact with a block by right-clicking, you can do it at distance, which is also kind of cool. It's just cool. I can't even say that it's, like, really, really great, but it is just very cool. And then Delay is kind of like a slowdown effect, Dispel, and then Freeze. Freeze, I don't really know what it does. It doesn't seem to really super do anything. But, you know, you get it. And we're going to work on advancing to some tonight. But let's move away from ours for a second. So the only thing I haven't shown is this, which is kind of like their enchanting device. You put items on pedestals, and then you put a central item in, and then it infuses them. We're going to do some of that tonight, so you'll get to see it. So that's why I'm kind of just glossing over it real quick. And then this thing over here. This is a crystallizer. I have to do it with the Worn Notebook. That's the recipe for it. So it's kind of expensive to start, but it is absolutely worth it, and is one of the first things that you should create when you're playing this mod, because it generates the mana stones over time for you for free. You can do it faster. If you supply this with mana from a mana jar like I have over there on the glyph press, you can make it go faster. I haven't really seen the need to do that because honestly, I mean, like, I've got 2 stacks and more, and I'm not even using that many of them currently. So I don't know, maybe I'll have to step it up eventually if I really break into the mod. The other thing that I need to show off is this, the pedestal mod. I wanted to get into this the second that I saw it because it looked so cool and like a semi-magical way to have automated systems like you would normally see in either like thermal expansion or mechanism or any of those other big tech mods, except you can do it with magic pedestals that just do stuff for you. So this pedestal here, let me take a look and show off the crafting recipe pedestal. So this is the basic pedestal, which you need this tool and some stone slabs. So this is dirt cheap. The tool is still not that expensive. It does require a diamond, so you're going to have to mine a little bit before you can get into it. But other than that, it's just sticks and some dye, which you can get from plants now, so this doesn't even require lapis. It's not that big a deal. You're already mining, so you'll have lapis anyways, but it's not that crazy, right? And then it has all these different glyphs and ways that you can interact with the pedestals to make them do stuff for you. So the basic recipe is just this. You take the linking tool and the gold ingot together, boom, makes the pedestal. You get to keep the linking tool, so you have this forever once you make it. It doesn't have durability. It never goes away as far as I can tell. And that makes the base, and then the base is made for all the things. So like the one that I made right here, Crusher Upgrade, required a grindstone. Again, it kind of makes sense, which I really like. The things that you would think do these things. So like this one, it's a smelting upgrade. It has a picture on the front of it. Can you guess what you used to make it? Ha! It's a furnace, exactly like the picture shows. Exactly like you would think it is. But yeah, so you can either power them through redstone flux, but I'm not gonna maybe do that. I don't know. I might have to upgrade eventually because right now I'm having to supply it charcoal to get it to do stuff, which is just not super cool, but it's not bad. But yeah, this one crushes things exactly like a pulverizer or anything like that from any tech mods would do, and it turns any of your ingots and stuff into dust. So basically this system I have here is a very rudimentary ore doubler, right? This crushes ores down into dust. It goes in here, and this smelts it up, and then it goes in here, and then boom, we have the completed ingots. Let me show you, because I feel like demonstrations are always slightly easier to understand. So if I pull out, say, 8 osmium here, right, we will put it in here, and then it takes it a couple seconds to go. Then it will fire, break one of them down. Boom, we got dust. They go into this pedestal, which sucks it into this chest, and then a couple of seconds goes by, and then it smelts the dust into an ingot, shoots it into that chest, and then sits in there. And I mean, like, it's not the fastest thing, but I also haven't tried to improve it at all. Like, there's upgrades you can make to all this. There's speed upgrades, there's ways that you can enchant them to do better. I just haven't got around to that, because you might notice I don't have, like, an actual, just normal enchanting setup anywhere. I just haven't got around to it yet. I even have enchanting tables, and I didn't even make them. I found them. This is like dungeon loot or something, but yeah, I've got 2 enchanting tables, and I just haven't got around to it yet. But yeah, so that's how they work. And again, multiple different upgrades, right? So you've got, you know, harvesters, planters, you know, you can suck XP into them, you can have them do magnetic stuff to pick things up for you. They can bone meal stuff in a radius. They can harvest from bees. They can harvest from just anything else. They can, you know, harvest mushrooms, harvest trees, break blocks within a certain area. There's all kinds of different things that they can do. And they can also just attack things for you. They can, you know, put potions out in an area. They can have a fan that blows things away from it. You know, milkers. There's all kinds of things you can do with this. So I'm really excited to be using this mod as well. And these are both things that I am not familiar with, which is fantastic. I'm so glad that the modding community for Minecraft has jumped onto 1.16, which is actually just really exciting in and of itself that they were able to jump into modding stuff so soon after its release. But then also I'm seeing a lot of new creators take either old ideas and revamp them into being something better, like Ars Nouveau, or just come up with brand new ideas. This is fantastic, and it's a great replacement for tech mods in a mod pack if you really don't want to focus on tech, but you still want to give the people that play that mod pack the ability to use some of the things that tech can do. And I mean, like, there's nothing, this doesn't feel like a tech mod to me despite what it's capable of, right? I mean, it's a pedestal you throw stuff into, and then it just turns into whatever you want it to do. There's nothing technical about that. The only thing you have to do is supply it coal with charcoal, which you could rationalize like any number of ways by just thinking about like how any magical construct type things work. I'm having to supply spell energy, so charcoal is eaten up as a byproduct in the process. Or maybe it's like alchemy, you know, this is equivalent exchange. I throw charcoal into this, and that gives it the chemical composition it needs to go ahead and turn a raw ore into a processed good, you know? I love it. I absolutely love it. 100% behind it. I'm glad to be seeing it done. And then, of course, I have a gigantic sugarcane farm, which was needed because that's how these mana crystallizer things work. They take mana from the world from things happening, so like crops growing. Yeah. That's how that works, which I didn't explain earlier and totally should have. I'm just really excited. Like, I'm having a lot of fun playing this pack. While I'm sleeping again, and we're going to start looking around at some of the ways that we're going to upgrade this stuff today, I do want to address like something in the room real quick. So last night I did a Cyberpunk stream, and I had to take the video down off of YouTube because it accidentally displayed nudity that was not good for stuff. So the video's gone. You can't see it on YouTube anymore. You can still see it on Twitch for like the next 7 days if you're really interested in it, because Twitch doesn't have a problem with that, but YouTube does. So I've got to look through the settings on Cyberpunk and figure out what it is that I need to turn off to have that not show up in my stream so that I can keep on doing it, because I know that there is a way to do it, but I didn't see it last night when I looked very quickly while I was panicking on stream because I'd accidentally showed a woman's nipple. Because that's all it was also, was just a woman's nipple. Oh my god, let's panic. But yeah, that's considered nudity by YouTube, and so I had to pull it off of my channel. And so it made my decision on what to stream tonight very easy once I figured out that that went on. So, yeah. Okay, so let's jump back into this now that I've addressed that real quick. I want to get this magic stuff souped up a good bit more. Like, I want to have stuff unlocked and ready and available. And to that end, there's a lot of upgrade stuff that you can do in Ars Nouveau to make yourself more powerful. The first thing that you can do to give yourself more mana and be able to cast spells better is just unlock runes. Like, as you get through these runes and make them, you can get more mana just by doing this. Also crafting the clothing that's appropriate to it, or getting an enchantment. I think I have it on my boots. Yeah, Mana Boost. That's the enchantment that just gives you a bigger mana bar. And so if you look for that enchantment and put it on your clothing, regardless of whether or not it's the stuff from the mod or it's any other armor that you have, that will also make you a better mage, and you'll be better able to do stuff. And my inventory is killing me. Hold on, I gotta clean it up just a little bit here. Let me dump some of this stuff off. Bones, rotten flesh go in there. Eggs go in there, even though I don't have very many of them. So arrows. Oh, and then string. I saw that in there at the last second. And then also, I'm going to put up my shears. Put that there and then do that. Okay, so that gives me a little bit of space to play with. So yeah, just increasing the runes that you have available will also give you better stuff to do with it. But also you can get a higher tier spell book. You can get higher tier clothing. And so getting the next spell book is kind of the next thing that I want to do. So we're going to try to see what the recipe is for that and see if we can get that underway. So let's flip over from pedestals to Ars Nouveau. And this is all the different stuff that's available for it. It all looks fantastic. And there's... yeah, I'm just really excited to be here. I don't know if I told you that. You can also make rings of discount by using the enchanting apparatus. I can't wait until I have the ability to do this, because there's a lot of stuff here that I don't have a lot of. Because, like, I don't have a lot of diamonds to be thrown at this. I've only got 17. And that's, like, not very many more than I have found total. I haven't made a lot of stuff that use diamonds. I haven't been lucky in finding diamonds. I've been pretty unlucky. Oh, also, stuffed corn zucchini. This is a great food. This is what I'm using in the pack. Because I made this farm for the sweet gem berries so that I could make the, the sweet berry juice. Because look at that. That's dirt easy. That's so easy to make because the glass is just glass. If you look at the recipe for the glass, it's just glass panes. It's so simple and good and fast, and I couldn't make it. Like, if you actually go to a crafting table and put 3 glass panes in it like this, it does not make the glass. So I guess there is a mod conflict or something going on because I just cannot make these glasses. So this is useless. I didn't even need to make this, but it was already here. But it was also very easy for me to just quickly set up a farm for corn, zucchini, and tomatoes, which are the ingredients for my corn stuffed zucchini. Just 2 corn, zucchini, and tomatoes. So this is a great food. Look at that. Look at that. 7 shanks, and then commits like the similar amount, a little bit more of the actual like hunger. Satiation, yeah, more satiation, but 7 shanks of hunger. This is an amazing food for only having to set up 4 farms really quickly. Anyways, focus. Spellbook, apprentice spellbook. This is the tier 2 spellbook. This is what I'm looking to do. Looks like I need blocks of quartz, 3 diamonds, some obsidian, a blaze rod, or 2, which I think I already have some of. Spoiler alert, I went to the nether. It is not different in this pack. I didn't figure it would be since it was not a prominent feature, but I was also a little disappointed to see that. So then I need quartz, 2 things of quartz. Let's make that real quick. And then I need, what do I need? What am I over here looking for? Diamonds. I'm over here looking for diamonds, I think. 2 of those. I need a block of obsidian. And is that it? The book, the obsidian, 3 diamonds, 2 blocks of quartz, 2 blaze rods. Oh gosh, it's strapping me for these diamonds here. Come on, child. But yeah. Also, I think upgrading your spell book will also just give you better spells, more spells. It also keeps your spells, which I'm really happy to see. No, I still only have 10 spells. So let's look at crafting mode here. It doesn't look like the UI has actually changed at all for this. But I do have a bit more mana. I only had 6 before, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little bit extra. So that's what I got for upgrading my spellbook, and now it's capable of spellcasting with tier 2 runes. So I'll need to look into getting some of those, which thankfully the chapters are all really sorted out. So tier 1 spells are all here, tier 2 spells are all here, tier 3 spells are here. Which we'll get there. I promise we'll get there. Let's look at tier 2 spells. So, Extract applies a Silk Touch effect to break and causes explosion to not destroy blocks that drop, cannot be combined with Fortune. So this is cool. This is basically what I wanted for sure. So I need some Marvelous Clay, and then I need a brand new shears, I imagine. So let's make up some of this clay. What does it take again? The Marvelous Clay. We need the Mana Gems, we need gold, we need normal magic clay, and we need 2 lapis lazuli. How many tier 2 effects are there? Because we could just make up like a lot of this real quick and then just have it ready. So we got 4 there. Oh no, I didn't mean to get out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 total of the Marvelous Clay is what we would need. So we also need 15 of the normal clay, so let's pull that out. That would be 16, as I think what that would be. The normal clay. Yes. which I actually saw at the last second that I just had some clay right here that I could have just pulled from. Whatever. And then, what else does it take? It takes mana gems and 2 redstone. So let's get... I'm going to take these because I don't... I'm not sure if I need the actual, like, mined ones for anything. And then if I do this, I've got, yeah, 1,000 redstone here, no big deal. So we'll just make this up. Which I've already unlocked all the tier 1 effects, if you're wondering. Like, I do actually have all of those. So then we need more mana gems, some gold, and 2 lapis per. So again, we'll get 15 of those. We'll need 15 gold. The real blocker here is going to probably be lapis. I don't know how much of that I actually have. Well, I have 54, so that's enough to get me 30, which is what I need, so I'm at least fine for now. Depending on how much lapis I need in the future, I might be upset that I used it this way, but boom, marvelous clay. And then I need a brand new shears for my very first tier 2 effects that I'm getting here with you guys tonight. Thank you for joining me, by the way. Let's get some of this. Let's get some of this. Now, the only other thing that I could be worried about is how much mana it takes. Because I've only got the 1 jar here. It condenses over time. So let's figure this out. So we're going to put in a marvelous clay. And we're going to put in a shears. See, that took a good, like, third of the bucket to make that glyph. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in. Boom, I unlocked Extract. So also you'll see that I gained a little bit of mana. It's not very much, but you do gain some. And then we can modify our spells with that. I'm going to sleep real quick as soon as it hits actual darkness. Let's get some coffee, huh? I feel like I'm talking too fast. Like, I blazed through a lot of that. Was it all understandable? Did you guys get it? Just making sure that I didn't talk so fast that something was lost in translation. Oh no. The world temporarily froze. Let's pull out the spell book while I'm waiting on that answer. Break touch, we're just going to slap extract right on there and hit create. And then instead of break touch, it will be silky touch. And then I think if I come over here and I just boop, yep, it works exactly like I would thought it would. I mean, just like it says on the tin, it's silk touch. That's the rune that we just learned, is we learned silk touch that we can apply to all of our spells. If for some reason, oh, because that's the other thing, I bet I can do the same thing with other blocks. So like leaves, right? If I come over here to this one lone, what? Oh, hello. Hello, friend. Good night. If we come over here to the spruce leaf and I hit it with that, yeah, the leaf drops. So it's also like shears. Basically, just silk touches or whatever the equivalent is to that. Which is also really good because I found a lot of spawners previously, and so I'm going to want to silk touch those up and move those around once I decide on a permanent location. Yeah, let's see what other tier 2 effects we can get. So silk touch extract was obviously, we're going to need fortune at some point, so we might as well look it up. We need a rabbit's foot. Oh no. I haven't found a lot of rabbits yet. And also, I don't know what the drop chance is on a rabbit's foot. That is a normal Minecraft thing, huh? Natural altar infusion. That's not a natural thing. Rabbit stew. Plus all this bullshit becomes a rabbit's foot. I mean, you just get this from killing rabbits, right? It just has like a really low drop chance. It's a normal Minecraft item, right? It's not from a mod. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, rabbits spawn in deserts, and I've got a desert over here. Let's just self-eat over there and take a look. This is a village I found and raided, and am considering doing more with, which will all come as I decide where I will finally be. Oh no, this thing that I thought was a desert over here appears to not be a normal desert. This is a dunes. So this is a desert that is all piled up, is what this is. So I don't even know if there will be rabbits here. Oh, another village. I don't think I found that one. Yeah, I didn't know that was there. Does this roll into a normal desert at some point? Or are there just rabbits? Because that's actually what I care about, is if there's rabbits. More sand. I mean, yeah, so when I do need sand, this will be where I go to get it, because obviously this is a lot of sand. Yeah, sadly that's the end of that. So maybe this mesa-looking biome? I think rabbits spawn in those too. I think rabbits, contrary to like how I feel it is in real life, spawn in any biome that has cactus. So this is a red desert. Oh no, I'm gonna become bogged down by just a simple lack of rabbit. I'm getting this one enchantment. Because even that recipe that I found requires a rabbit. Because it's rabbit stew. That's the food item. Let's take a look at this place over here. I don't even know what this is. I have not seen this spawn anywhere before. Looks cool though. Oh, that is not a door. That is probably not a door too. Here's a door. Okay, so a little plant, some crafting tables. Ah, oh, hold on. My quarry. Sadly did not drop a rabbit's foot. I've unlocked the lunch bag trinket. Wonder what that one does. Chance of getting a small buff of saturation potion when eating. So I think that's a baby bun over there. So like killing it wouldn't provide me with anything, so I'm gonna let it live for now. Yeah, this is like a nice little house added by something, because this structure doesn't exist in vanilla, obviously. So this is like a bonus thing that got added. And it's got some hay. Oh, and a hidden chest. Hay with more of that stuff in it, but sadly not a rabbit's foot. Some chainmail leggings with projectile protection. Is this one? Yeah, that one's just normal. Okay. Well, I'll just hold on to this hay, whatever. Yeah, I know, this would be a handy starter house. Let's look up here. Ooh, some full armor. A cartography table, some bookshelves, which I am gonna take. Because I need bookshelves currently. Ah, still no rabbit's foot. I needed you to just have a rabbit's foot, game. Don't you understand how this works? Doesn't look like there's another upper level, but there is this little terrace you can come out on. This looks cool, though. I'm glad that this exists. Like, whatever thing added this, this is cool. I'll have to try to figure that out at some point. Let's, look at it from the roof. Yeah, with all these campfires and also the wooden fences, this sort of looks like a trellis with all the stuff growing on it, which is actually some pretty brilliant design, honestly. Like, I like it. Oh, and there's a desert temple over there. Well, let's self-yeet that way. So let me show you how Mage Light works in a real situation. Just like that. Some diamond horse armor, a nuke virus, used in a security station to improve the chances of hacking it. Some string sand, an emerald, a black lotus, which will be good for like just randomly getting into Botania if I have to for whatever reason. So I'm gonna pick that up. Whatever, I'll take the virus too. I don't know that that's gonna be good or helpful or useful at all, but whatever. Another black lotus and bullshit. A golden apple, I'll take that. And then wah wah. When placed on mob spawners, the spawner agitator will prevent the spawned entity to despawn when the player leaves the area. Additionally, the spawner will keep spawning while the player is not in the area. Mob farm, anyone? Well, sure. Obviously, that's what you'd use it for. Iron horse armor, another black lotus. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll take it. This was not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Let us yeet. And yeet again. Oh, wandering trader. Hi, what's your things? A nautilus shell, some kelp, you know, no doubt a good sword. That's cool, that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Boop! 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 Aw, don't spit at me. Come on, you'd think that I was killing you or anything. Okay, hunt for rabbit. Let us, since we know it spawns in this biome, let's take a look around and see if we can find some more of them. Hopefully full-grown ones. I really think that the drop chance on rabbit foot is really, really low. Oh no, it's getting dark and I'm out. It's a good thing I have a sleeping bag. Which is basically like a bed that just you sleep in instantly. And it also doesn't reset your spawn. That's how that works if you were curious. I'm gonna have to come over. Ooh, a waystone. I shall in fact have that. And somehow I got 2 of them. Did I actually get 2 of them? I did actually get 2 of them. Okay, well that's cool. I wonder if I have discovered a duplication glitch. But no, I actually wonder if I've discovered a duplication glitch. So I'm gonna put that down. And then do that. No, I only got 1. Okay. Oh, nope, that time I got 2. I have 3 now. Okay, yeah, so I discovered a duplication glitch. So let's get rid of that extra one and we'll just leave it there and it'll despawn eventually. The first extra one I'll keep because I need more than 1 to have any use. Don't tell anyone. sadly not seeing a lot of rabbit, though. We'll just have to look for some of the other infusions and see what else we can do. For now, I think, and I'll have to hunt rabbits on my own time. Because I don't want to spend all of my time hunting in this desert. So I'll go look at that village. We'll see if there's any cool loot there. And be there cool loot or not, we will then move back to the base and see what other runes we can unlock. Because I'm excited to get all of them unlocked eventually. You know what'd be cool, game, is if you guys had one of your chests a rabbit's foot. That'd be cool. Oh no. Tiny cactus. Oh hey. You're a cleric. Hi. How you doing, buddy? You feeling good? It's a nice brewing stand you got there. I already have one, or I would be totally stealing it. Nah, bro. I don't need any of that. Are you also a 2-bell village or just a 1-bell village? You're a 1-bell village? Okay, I'll leave your bell then. Some villages have 2 bells, and I happily take their second extra bell. Ah, a toolsmith. A toolsmith. Blast furnace. Also, I was kind of mad at Pretzel Rocks for a little bit. Because my last video that I did on Minecraft, I wasn't able... Like, it got a copyright strike against it. Not one of the ones that hurts me, but just like one of the small ones. Because apparently Pretzel Rocks now, one of the settings that got changed is there's now a YouTube friendly mode instead of just a generalized streamer friendly mode that you have to turn on. I played a whole bunch of music last time that is all copyright claimed on YouTube. I don't think so. Unless something was added by a mod, I don't think that villagers have a trade for rabbit's feet. Like, maybe the butcher does? Or not the butcher. Is it a butcher? Like, I can't remember. There's one that deals mostly with, like, animal goods. He might. There might be a chance that you could get rabbit's feet as a trade. But either way, that's not what I'm going to get right now, because that's, like, villager breeding, and I'm not even sure if I even want to get into that, because that's its own mess of stuff and things. Yeah, I went exploring a lot too. Looked around the map a little bit to see what was out there and available. There's quite a lot of good stuff around me. But yeah, I'm just going to head back to the base and we're going to look at some of the other things that may or may not exist. And also work on getting some upgrades. Let my magic reach in here for a second. Ah, take in the view. Look at how beautiful this is. Ah, this Minecraft terrain. Okay, let's do it again. And I mean, technically, I could let myself glide like a lot more than I do. I'm just impatient, so I don't do that. Okay, but we're back over here. And then let's just get rid of that. Okay, so let's look at the book. And also put away that. And then I also randomly got some bones and some arrows. And what else? I think I picked up some other weird monster part. Am I quickly scanning the rows? Scan the rows! Slime balls, but that's not... Yeah, whatever. Bones up here. Everything else here. Here. And then I guess, the red sand and orange terracotta there. Cool. So let's pull out the book. So rabbit's foot. We got to come back to that one. So extend time, pierce. Oh, no. No. Access enter inventory, exchange, explosion, grow, heal, invisibility, and shield. And then AoE. Oh, AoE. AoE, though. A fireworks star. What do those take? Oh no, can you not craft those? How do you get a fireworks star? Firework rockets also don't have a recipe, and they do in normal Minecraft, so what's going on there? Yeah, those normally have a recipe. Why don't they now? Quick investigation. So gunpowder plus matching dye, that's all that it normally takes. I knew that they were craftable. So I have gunpowder, but is the recipe just not there? And then I need a dye. So I need a flower? Let's get a dandelion. Maybe it's just not showing up as craftable because... Yeah, because they all come out different. They're not fireworks stars. They're all different things. Hopefully, just whatever random edited one can make that. And hopefully this has enough mana that it can pull this off. Yeah, not enough mana nearby. Should have thought about that being a thing. Let us... I'm going to pull off all of this so it can regrow. You can see that little purple streamer that's going up towards the mana condenser. That is it regenerating mana into the mana jar from all of this growth happening. So it's like half full now? Let's try. Yeah, that gave enough. And then it just pops it out and you can eat it. Also, I'm going to grab that, because I do need more of this stuff eventually. Mana blooms are a thing added by Ars Nouveau that gets you basically mana cloth. Pop that in there. And then pull out this and this. Pop all this in here, even it out, and then boom, and that's how much extra we have left over. I'm just kind of like bulk crafting and storing this for now until I figure out a better way, because really I'm only doing this so that I can generate some more mana. That's the only reason that I even have this farm anymore, because at this point I've got plenty of sugarcane for the stuff that I'm doing. Now I do still need the rice, which is what's in the water, so I'm also going to harvest it. Because this is an easy replacement for leather to make books. Just holding down right click to suck in all the items. And then I want to say it's like... Oh no, I didn't mean to chunk that away. It's like 34, I think, is how many I have currently planted here. Which basically I just have it at the same, you know, thing as I have the sugarcane farm. Because I'm not sure how many books I'm going to need to make eventually. Or anything like that. So I'm playing a lot of it by ear. ATM. Oh, and I need 3 more. There we go. And that should generate some more mana for us. And you can see it does generate pretty fast. I mean, like, that's the thing. I've already got a full mana pool, or jar again. It's just, like, I can't do a lot of stuff in bulk. So I might need to do some more mana jars for stuff once I get to higher tier levels of stuff in this mod. Shield. That sounds like don't get hurt. But heal and then grow. This is a bone block. I have that. Let's go and get a bone block, and then we'll check out a couple of these effects once we have a couple of them done. I think, yeah, bone block. A boom. And then how's our mana doing? See, we're getting there. We're like all the way up a half one now of the 7th one. So you do just get the stuff over time. But yeah, let's go back to crafting mode. And then what if Silk Touch, but then AoE? What is the AoE on it, I wonder? Like, what's the base? If I'm doing Break with AoE and Silk Touch, and I'm going to aim it right here. 1. It is 1. No, I probably didn't finalize the spell. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, that's Extract, AoE, Create. Okay. 4x4. Okay. And then, how much did that take on my mana? Like, a full box. That's not bad. What if, then... AoE, but amplify. Does it work like that? Do I just keep on? So, then here and... No, that was still 4. That was 2. And that was 4. And that was a weird number. Or maybe... Hold on, okay. So maybe it works like, not amplify, but AoE again. Yeah, that did that 3x3 that I was hoping I'd get. And that took a little bit more than 1 bar. So this is kind of an expensive spell to craft, but honestly, if I mined out 9 blocks individually, it would probably cost more. So, like, you do get a certain spell efficiency for just, like, having it all. Like, all these effects are going to take place at the same time regardless. What do you mean it's not consistent? What do you mean by that? It's weird to you that it's not consistent. Maybe that's in this one? And this stuff I will just put away for now. I think it is consistent. It just, like, it went around it in a way that I wouldn't have. Oh, so yeah, I think that that's just aiming. Like, I aimed it at a place, so, like, even in mods where there's, like, a hammer or some kind of thing that adds different blocks into the game, if you aim at the top block, it'll only grab the 1 block around it. So, like, right here, I think that it would only mine out, like, these 3, even though there is a 4th block here it could mine. So I think I just aimed it wrong for the other one, which is why it did something strange. But yeah, I'm liking this. Mining less of a pain in my backside now, both for silk touch reasons and also for reasons of size. I can mine a lot bigger field now. But let's dive back into the book. Oh, grow. We got to check out grow. So let's pull up our spell book, go back to crafting mode, jump to 7 here, and do touch, and then grow. Which one was grow? It's the one that looks like a little flower. And then create. And then, is this like applying a bone meal, I wonder, I think. Yes, this is like applying a bone meal. So it made all that grass and stuff grow. And what was the mana cost on that? Was it very high? Let's check again. Up a little bit away. Okay, so here. A little less than 1 block. That's not bad. 1 block of mana. That's still expensive, but it's not very expensive. So I'm likins the sight of that. And now I can get more trees done without having to waste a whole bunch of bones. You might have noticed I made a platform out here in the middle, because some trees, they turn the ground into podzol, like spruce. Spruce is what I was growing here. So now I can do this, get a tree thing, and then, I bone meal. I bone meal. Yeah. And then I can just mage scythe the whole thing down. An Atlantic herring. So that is dang cool. I'm telling you, I get excited about even thinking about using this mod. Like, it's so cool. There's so much stuff that you can do with it. And also, it's cool in a lot of ways that you just wouldn't think about. Like, when I say it's broken, there's some stuff about it that's just like, I mean, it's obviously better than anything that vanilla has to offer, but it's also just subtly better as well. So, like, for instance, you come over here, what's one thing that you always have to mine out in water, right? Clay. You always have to mine out clay and water. You can also get gravel from underwater too. But like normally, if you want to mine clay out of something, like over here, here's a great example, right? There's clay in this water over here. Normal vanilla method of doing this, or if you're in any pack that doesn't have something like this, is that you got to come over here, and ideally you want to farm from here or higher, because here you're not struck by any kind of underwater penalty. Even if you're 1 deep, you can be like, I mine out the clay and it's just as fast as if I was. But if not, then you have to go into the water to get the lower ones, and then it's, the progress is a little bit slower, right? But with this mod, here, doesn't matter. Here, doesn't matter. It's all the same. Like, I'm mining just instantly by using a bit of mana. And I mean, like, I do have, there's a kind of limit on it, because, like, I only have so much mana. But not really. And that's just, it's one of the ways that it's, like, it's better. Like, there's no arguing that it's better, but it's, like, it's very subtle in how cool it is. Let's come back over. Aww. I'm gonna put this clay away that I just delicately mined, and also this wood that I delicately mined, and that wood that I just have for some reason. And while we're at it, let's put this stuff away until I need it again, and the sticks, and then also this wood, and then my inventory is almost clean. And we're gonna sleep. Since I'm still rocking this entirely open air area currently, because the building I stopped in progress to go to work today, because I was actually working on this morning, or that this morning, and dispel. Okay, so yeah, let's go back in to the other book. So yeah, grow. We checked that out. It's very good. I love it. And also, you could affect a much bigger area, probably by hitting it with AoE. Maybe you could intensify the strength of the bone meal by hitting amplify. But pierce, extend time, shield, invisibility, heal. Heal is a glistening melon, which that's gold. Is it nugs in a melon? We're about to find out. Oh no, there's a melon there. And then gold nuggies. I think it's nugs, but it might be... Okay, yeah, it is nugs. Good. That away. Now this is one that will definitely be affected by amplify. So like the strength of the heal will almost assuredly be helped by having amplify modifiers on there. Let's take a look at the actual entry. Heals a small amount of health for the target. So also you can use this on other people. You don't have to just use it on yourself. If I have an animal, a villager, or my horse, for instance, that gets damaged, I could heal it. But I'm of course going to test it on myself. I'm not a monster. So let's come over here. We will do self. Yeah, for now, self and heal, but there might be an application there that I'm not thinking of. And then let's get ourselves a little bit damaged. We will force jump again to get on top of one of these trees. And then dispel, the slow fall, and might have to do that a couple more times. Some of that damage should stick around, but we will do it one more time. This is all science. Huh. Okay, so I'm down like... Man, I want to see myself like really hurt here. So I'm going to do it one more time. Okay, one more time. Huh, huh. Okay, there we go. I'm at a heart and a half. Alpacas are monsters. They are not animals. They are monsters. Okay, so back to heal. This is heal self. 1.5 hearts. But very tiny amount of mana. That's not crazy. So let's go to crafting 7, and then we're gonna hit this with an amplify. Create. So now we've got 4.5 hearts. Boom. Now we have 7.5 hearts. So that upped it to 3 instead of 1.5. So basically that doubled it. So then if we were to do it again, would that double it again? Will it become additively or multiplicatively? If it's additive, then it should do another 1.5, so that brings us up to 5.5. Or if it's multiplicatively, then it would bring us up to half again of 3. I mean, I guess it would be the same right now. But yeah, that did like 4 hearts. And I mean, like, not much mana on that. I mean, like, now that I've had a couple of amplifies on there, it's kind of big, but not a great deal. No, normal alpacas are. I agree. They're fluffy and sweet. I would totally pet and love on a normal alpaca. Alpacas in Minecraft, though, they're monsters. There's no getting around that. So that's heal. Invisibility. We need a phantom glyph. So we need another glyph to make this glyph. Which phantom glyphs... I don't remember what they were. So I'm going to have to go back to tier 1 and then look up phantom. Oh, it's scaffolding. And I'm going to have to make another one of the tier 1 clays. Aw, thank you, Low Sub-Zero 1882. I appreciate you trying very hard to get me to buy followers, but I'm not that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and ban you. But thanks for coming along. Love you. So I need clay. Just one, thank you. What else? It's redstone, 2 redstone, a clay, and I made so many of these just right off the top of my head, and now I'm struggling. Oh, what do you use? It's monogem. Obviously, it's monogem. Why didn't I think of that? And then I need the 2 redstone. And then I need a scaffolding. I hope this doesn't become a common thing. Mostly because it's annoying to try to remember what makes all the all the things. So there we go, Glyph Phantom. Now we'll place in our Marvelous Clay. Place in our Glyph Phantom. And a boom, invisibility. Now this is going to work just like it does with the vanilla potion effect. I know this. But we're going to try it out regardless. So we're going to get rid of all that self, invisibility, go. And then it's going to last for probably 30 seconds. Yeah, invisibility. You can see, oh, I'm not there. I'm a phantom head. Ooh. Fear my suit of armor and floating textbook. Woo! Woo! You can't see my hand punching this pine log! And then boom, I'm back. I'm back, baby! Oh, also the hood, I have it turned off because I just turn off all my helmets, but that's what it looks like, if you were curious. Haha, I am a magic man. I actually don't think it looks bad with the armor. If it was enchanted too, so it had that same kind of sheen that all enchanted stuff does, it would kind of make me look like I'm a, you know, like a Templar or something like that, with the magey bits around the armor bits. Like the movie adaptation of what a Templar looks like, not the actual, like, official historical one. Don't at me, people that are historically accurate. But yeah, I just always turn my helmets off. Because that's how my fantasy world works. No helmets are totally okay. But okay, yeah. And then let's go back to tier 2 runes again. Access Ender Inventory. I know how that one's going to work, and it's probably going to take an Ender Chest. I'm just guessing. Yeah, an Ender Chest. Of course it does. I don't have a lot of Ender Pearls right now, but we'll go ahead and get this one done just so I have it. Yeah, I have 3 total right now. I haven't fought a lot of Endermen. Like, they just haven't come up. Like, I've killed every single one that I've come across. Like, I haven't even died to an Enderman yet. Which I say yet, always, because you never know. But I got, through perseverance of being punished a lot, I've acquired some kind of okay gear. So... Oh no, it's an Eye of Ender, not an Ender Pearl. If I'm not being a silly Billy here. Yeah, there we go. Oh. And then we're gonna pop this in and this in. Because yeah, you can see right there, I guessed. I just guessed and I was correct on what it was going to take. That's what I was talking about earlier when I was saying that the stuff in the mod just kind of makes sense with what you would think does the thing, is what you use to make the spell. So yeah, now I can access my Ender inventory, which is going to be blank, but I can. Because I haven't, that's the first Ender chest I made, is right there. But if we do it, self, and then access Ender inventory and create, boom, I open up my Ender chest. Which is awesome, right? I mean, obviously that's very cool. Less important in not vanilla, but it is really cool. Oh, fortune, someday. Someday I will have you. Exchange, explosion, shield. I'm kind of curious about... Oh, but also accelerate, dampen, duration down, extend time. What is extend time? A clock. Also... Oh. That one time where I just totally fell off of the bed as I landed into it was kind of cool. I liked it. Yeah, let's, a clock. Can I just remember the recipe for that? I want to say it's 4 gold and a redstone. I've been playing Minecraft with JEI for so long that not remembering things doesn't come as a surprise to me. It's actually more surprising when I do remember how to make stuff. Because I normally just shift-click through everything to get it made. Okay, there we go. Yeah, doesn't it look cool? It's all spread and stuff on there. I should have actually just taken a moment to watch it. We'll do that with the next one. Yeah, that's extend time, so let's... Oh, also, how much, real quick, does that... Oh, C, because I opened that thing up, whatever that is. How much more does that take? About half of a bar. That's not bad for being able to access your ender chest anywhere. Of course, that's also me, like, having progressed as much as I have, because the spell probably costs more base. But let us go to 7 and then remove that, and instead put on... Oh no, extend time. So, I'm gonna do... Heal... Extend time? I don't think that this is gonna work. And also, I didn't hit complete, so I have to just do it again anyways. Okay, so self, heal, extend time, create. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Because it's not heal over time. So, yeah, I kind of should have expected that wouldn't do anything. But, like, all the buffs are going to be affected by it. So if I come here and I'm like, strength. Strength is a buff I have, right? Pull, grow, freeze, dispel, interact, phantom, slow fall, stir, strength. There we go. So self-strength, and then extend time, and then create. This is probably going to give me strength 1 for a full minute. Okay, no. It only progressed it by like 10 seconds, maybe? So it doesn't double it. It just gives you a bit more. But I'm curious. Okay, so... Yeah, like 38 seconds is what it did for me with that. And it didn't... I don't think it greatly increased the mana cost. So, pretty good there. Also, if you're wondering, so like buffs, how do they interact with stuff? It's still all the same. So strength, do I want strength 2? I hit amplify. Strength 3, 4, 5. Create. Boom. Strength 5 for 30 seconds. Costs a lot of mana though, because I'm having a lot of spell effects on there. So yeah, that was more than a full, or no, that's about a full bar for me getting 36 seconds of strength 5. But yeah, that's how that works. Huh, huh, huh. Don't come over here. Huh, huh, huh. Anyways, let's continue on. We'll go back to craft mode and then pull out the weather notebook to see what our next thing will be. Pierce. I'm kind of curious about this. Can I make a laser out of my damage spell? Is that how that works? I'm struggling here. Like, I have a blanket, if you're curious. I have a green blanket, which is why it shows up as nothing. Look, it's an invisibility cloak. I have a green blanket on my lap, because I'm enjoying being under a blanket right now. And it was moving and falling off of my legs, but I think I have it clamped and positioned now. Exchange. I'm curious about that one. Haha. Glyph extract. That was one on this level. Shears. Not expensive though, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna have to make another one of the tier 2 clays. I think... Oh... Shears... And then we'll come back to making the other tier 2 clay, because I don't even have a rabbit's foot right now, so like I'm down 1 on what I need anyways. So let's hop, and then hop. See, look how cool it is. So it presses the clay into that mold, and then it sprinkles the item over it that you use to make it, and then it pops it out at you. It's very well animated, this mod. So let's do that, and then that. Oh, it doesn't have enough mana currently. Okay. I'm going to have to wait for it to regen some of the mana. Which shouldn't take very long. Just a couple of seconds, honestly. I'm glad that it won't let you eat a rune that you've already eaten. Because, man, I would have definitely just lost one of those runes. I would have just tried to learn Extract twice and been very mad with myself. Yeah, while I'm at it waiting, let's figure out the clay situation. So I need gold 2 lapis and a mana gem. And I need another mana gem to make the first one. Clay. 2 redstone. 2 lapis. And then a gold. Since we're waiting on that mana to regen anyways, I'll just go ahead and remake this. There we go. We're back up to normal. That's still everything we need to learn all of the tier 2 runes, unless another one of them requires another tier 2 rune. So surely this does what I think it does. Applies. Oh no, that's extract. Exchange. When used on blocks, exchanges the blocks in the player's hotbar for the blocks hit as if they were mined with Silk Touch, can be augmented with AoE, and Amplify is required for swapping blocks of higher hardness. When used on entities, the location of the caster and the entity hit are swapped. So, yeah, it works exactly like I thought it did. Well, we gotta try this out, don't we? How about some advanced fishing? So we'll go to 7, we'll pull all this off, and then we'll do, not self, we'll do projectile, exchange, create. Oh, get in the water, fishy friend. Don't die. Of course, there's also something else that would be quite easy to test this on. Haha, this guy has no idea. Yes. I wonder if there's like any limit to what this can work on. Now the real question, did you consider that an attack? No, this is not a hostile action. Ooh, also you're hurt, buddy. You are hurt. That is clear. 37. I think they have 60 as like their actual base. Well, let's test out. Yeah, I know. I wish I had one of those driving too. I would abuse it senselessly. Let's do heal. Amplify, 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 and create. There you go, Village Protector. Be stout and strong. See, I just did that on the fly. That was just me opening up my book and making that happen. And that's just really cool. Okay, let's go back to the base. I need to set up travel anchors at this thing so I can just come back to it. In fact, we will almost assuredly do that very, very soon. Okay, so that's exchange, which is very cool. Shield. Applies the shield buff. This buff will reduce a flat amount of damage taken from magical and physical sources. Does not reduce damage from environmental sources, so it doesn't stop lava from hurting you. Or the void, if you fall off into the oblivion. So I want to say a shield is some iron and some planks. Maybe I need some slabbage. I think it's that. And then that. Maybe that. Okay, what's a shield? See, I told you, it's more impressive when I do remember something. Oh, I was so close! I was really, really close. I don't know. I would assume so, because I'm really thinking that it's just like you taking damage from like swings of things that it would consider to be physical or magical damage, but I don't know. We'll find out. I don't mind dropping myself off of things again for science. So let's make it a little bit more. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then dispel it. Hopefully this doesn't just kill me outright. Oh no, I shot a random mage light instead of dispelling. Get rid of that. Okay, so I'm gonna do Force Leap to get up here, and then dispel this feather fall, and then right now I'm at 3 hearts. Dropping off of this tree does 2.5 hearts. So that's how much it did to me. So I'll get back up there. Dispel, and then we'll quickly make a shield spell. So instead of projectile self, then shield, and then create. And it gives it to me for 30 seconds, just like I would expect it to. And then, no. That did not stop any of that falling damage. It still did the same amount to me. So, yeah. Falling is considered environmental damage, or at the very least is not protected by this spell. So then self-heal. Boom. Boom. Oh, there's a random light over there now. Okay, so back to the zucchini and the worn notebook. No, what are you doing? Explosion. Of course it takes TNT. Just makes sense. That's what I was saying. Just makes sense. I should have known that I needed that. So let me pull out some of this clay and then TNT. And what does it say it does? It says causes an explosion at the location. So basically, this is going to be like setting off a TNT, probably wherever you hit. So I've got a cliff face over here. Let's check it out. Crafting mode 7. Get rid of all this mess. There should I do wish there was like a clear button. That would be cool. Projectile and explosion. Create. Yeah, it even makes the TNT sound. Makes perfect sense. But then, can I make it bigger? So, explosion. I already had an amplify on there? I didn't mean to have that. So, projectile explosion AoE. No, that didn't do anything. But now also the explosion is much smaller, so that amplify definitely had an effect. So let's load up on that instead. 7 instead of AoE, let's just do like 4 amplifies. And it's not taking up a lot of magic either, which I actually find to be the most surprising. And so also, hold on, because the, what was it? Extract? Applies a silk touch effect to break and causes explosion to not destroy blocks that drop. Cannot be combined with fortune. So, like, you can combine this to, like, rapid mine, maybe? Let's test that out. Crafting mode, 7, explosion, but on the very end, extract, create. And then I'm just gonna hit it over there, and then we'll force jump over there, and there's a whole bunch of items now? Cool. We'll just grab it all. Man, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it for me to grab. Okay, let's go underground real quick. I have a sort of mine I've set up over here. This is where I've done the diamond mining that has not been very successful. Oh my god, and let's dispel the slow fall so I can just go down this. Because also I'm curious if it drops as Silk Touch or not, right? So obviously there's a lot of stone up in here. So I can test this out very quickly. If I get any amount of cobblestone, then it does not drop as stone. Or it does not apply the Silk Touch, it just makes stuff grabbable. So over here, some stone. Yeah, definitely dropped as cobblestone. So it does not apply Silk Touch on the explosion, it just makes the stuff not be destroyed. But what if I did a second one? I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there. I'm trying to get to crafting mode. If I do a second extract, then no, still exploded stuff. Okay. But yeah, if you don't care about silk touching, if it's just about like getting through rock, that might not be a bad way to go. 7, and then remove that. Just have that. Maybe do like another amplify. Like, what's maximum amplify on this? And then an extract on the end, just so everything drops. That's a lot of area. And I'm out of mana. That's cool, though. That's really cool. I'm kind of disappointed that, like, the actual maximum size one is still not... Like, I mean, like, it's got a good size to it, but, like, I wanted it to be, like... I don't know, slightly bigger, slightly more impressive. But, I mean, like, that is a huge area. For, like, you know, clicking a button 3 times. Looks good. Down here. You can see I discovered Mage Light about the time I got down here. But yes, while we're down here, let us test can I, because Apotheosis is installed, so Silk Touching a spawner will get you the spawner in Apotheosis. But not with this. I will need an actual Silk Touch thing to get that spawner. Well, I mean, that's the price that I'm paying for being able to get a spawner, so I'll just have to actually enchant up a pickaxe. It's not that big a deal. Oh, hey. Also, I have a lot of experience levels. I can probably unlock another trinket slot. 21? Boom. And then let's fill it with... Put the lucky coin back on, I guess. So, magnetics with right click, a minor haste effect, 20% more damage against monsters when killing them, and luck 2. Unlocking slots just costs XP. Unlocking the trinkets takes doing stuff in the world. It just happens over time as you play the game. Alright, what's next? Explosion was cool and all, but also I've now got a lot of this stuff. Okay. Oh, time to sleep is what time it is. Pierce, duration down, dampen. What's accelerate? Increases the speed of projectile spells. And I need a powered rail. Alright, I'm gonna try. So I think you have to make a rail and then gold and redstone it. Is that a powered rail? Not. Why am I thinking I'm gonna waste time on doing that? I'm just gonna look it up. Powered rail. Oh no, just gold, redstone, and stick. Or gold rail, redstone, and stick. Well, I don't need that many of it, so I'm just going to use the gold. And redstone's in here. And the stick. You can tell that I, like, weirdly jumped around tech levels, right? Because, like, yeah, you know, gold, silk touch going on, netherite sword, stone shovel. I still have a stone shovel. It's just a normal stone shovel. That's what I'm using to mine stuff. I apparently need to make a paxel or something like that, and then put silk touch on it. Okay, powered rail. Accomplished. Let us go and get accelerate, and then we'll see how much faster that is. Do I have mine in the jar? I do. Good. 1 powered rail. Bam. So, normal projectile. Projectile with accelerate. I mean, that is not... I mean, like, there's definitely a difference. It actually feels like, rather than it moving faster, it just starts further away from me. Or no, that's definitely starting, like, right in my face. And I'm sure that I could make that very dramatic by applying, like, a whole bunch of them to it. So naturally, let's do immediately that thing and put a few more on there, and then... Still not hitting, like, laser levels of getting away from me very quickly, though. I am unimpressed with this rune. Get out of here. Honestly, with my With my magic level being what it's being, I can probably go ahead and put another amplify on that damage too. Yeah, that's a full bar. And probably does enough hearts to kill a zombie straight up now. So, next. Pierce. When applied to the projectile spell, projectiles may continue through their path an additional time after hitting a mob or block. So you get a thing that can hit multiple people, but only two, or one additional one per room slot. And that was that just a normal arrow? Pierce. Yeah, just a normal arrow. Boop. Clay. Arrow. So that would be one that we need to test, because I bet it doesn't... So, like, the normal damage spell looks like that. I bet it doesn't change the way that it looks. Like, maybe we can see by, like, firing it there and then... Oh, I just straight up missed that time. Yeah, it's just hitting the one thing. Maybe because that's not a thing that can be damaged, so it's not trying to go forward. Because I really need to see if, like, it's going to pass through to the next entity or not. Let me just change my spell. We'll test out a projectile break. Get rid of all that. Projectile, and then break. Break, and then pierce. So these two trees are straight lined, so if I just like... Yeah, that didn't go through to the next tree. Maybe it has to be like right behind it. So like if I do this and then like I put a spruce plank right there. Yeah, no, that didn't do it. When applied to the projectile spell, projectiles may continue through their path an additional time after hitting a mob or block. Maybe it's like a chance? It's like, yeah, I mean, like, that's 100% another block that should be able to be broken, and yet it's 100% not continuing through it. 7... Projectile, break, pierce. So maybe I do, like, I don't know, that many of them? Does that do anything for you?